ball game is Greg Scott with a touch. Out on top, Johnson for three. It's long, no good. Ball tipped clear out by midcourt. Johnson gets it back again. The baseline to Proctor. He forces it up. So Proctor, who hadn't touched the ball for quite some time, all of a sudden got a good feed. Hard up fake. And the Cheesemakers bid on the sinker, and Cooley was the one being the sinker there. And Proctor complete for 6 in the game out of the 10 for the Eagles.
6 and looking for 7 right here.
Ball's on the way, and it's good. So Proctor drains his third free throw in a row, and it's 11-7. Cheesemakers trail. Rocha with the ball on the right wing. Waiting. Hands inside to Schreiber. Elevates. Left it short. He was about 4 feet away, but he only shot at 3.5. That doesn't work. Cheesemakers down by 4, and Stayton has the ball.
That was a great play, great give and go, great screen and roll, whatever you want to call it, to the basket.
Just didn't finish. Johnson on the right side, back to Proctor. 4-3. In and out. No good. That ball was all the way down, but wouldn't stay. Cheesemakers with the ball the other way. Lost it out of bounds. Saves it back in, but Stayton comes up with it. Ooh.
Turnover number 5.
Yeah, Cheesemakers look ratty this first period. Stayton going to hold the ball out by midcourt with a minute left in the quarter, and Tillamook's going to let him stay there. Tillamook in a 1-3-1 this trip down the floor. Klon at the top of the key, but Proctor dribbling the ball out by the timeline.
Well, 1-3-1's a classic zone for protecting against the outside shot.
Cheesemakers come out to trap. Proctor goes right side to Brown. Brown going to wait. Now come back, hands to Proctor. Top of the key, pump fake, backs it out again. I like the pressure the Cheesemakers get as a kick save. Move it all the way over to the Eagles bench by Klon. No reason to let him just stand out there.
No, and I'm not sure. It looks like a little bit different zone now. So obviously in mid, that's a tough thing to do in mid play to switch your zone from a 1-3-1 to a 2-3.
Proctor in backcourt with the ball. 24 seconds left. Tillamook going to try to trap out by midcourt. They come to Proctor, rolls it left with Johnson. Johnson going to drive inside, dishes on top to Whalen, kicks it in the corner to Brown. Brown going to drive, no, backs out to Proctor again. Proctor now is going to drive on his own, top of the key with 5 seconds left, all the way down the lane, left side. Dishes backdoor to Whalen, who was sitting on the doorstep, waiting to walk in.
And I believe Cheesemakers were pretty fortunate right there.
And he lost it out of bounds. Three-quarter court shot from Klon is no good. And that's the end of the first period of play. It's 11-7 Stayton after 1. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The event on the 31st annual Mooks Club auction will be January 22nd here in the gymnasium. Tickets are $20 a piece. That will include your meal for the evening. I have tickets here at the scorer's table. Also, tickets will be available in each of the school building offices on Monday morning when school begins.
Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. Tillamook trails 11-7. Remember, you can catch this game on OregonLive.com as well. Go to the high school sports, boys basketball, and choose 4A Forum, and you will find a link to the state basketball tournament. And they've got 2 cameras going here. They do a real nice job up here, and then they mic'd us as well. And so,
and keep your radio on though, because as we've noticed today, the sound isn't so great on the webcast.
Oh, it's way better on the radio, but if you can't reach the radio, I know Tillamook doesn't go all over the world, KTIL doesn't, although it should. And in this case, the World Wide Web, if you have somebody on the East Coast, call them, tell them. You might wake them up, but Stayton with the ball. Pass inside, down the lane, travel, no call. Hands off the right. Jump stop there. Didn't have the right timing. They got the easy look inside, and it's 13-7. Largest lead of the ball game by the home Eagles. With the ball, left side Klon. Tillamook's given up. 7 in a row now. With the ball, cross court. On top to Smith. Smith, long right way. Going to drive down the lane. Left it short. No good. Rebound comes down. Tillamook thought they got the foul, and Stayton thought they got the charge. Neither was called. Stayton with the ball.
It's probably a good no call right there.
Pass inside. Stolen by Rocha. Head to Quan. Quan, left side. 3-on-3. Off to Rocha. Going to drive inside. He's cut off there. Now he hands out. Pass to himself. Got by with one there. Reed Smith. Baseline jumper's good. Reed doesn't normally look over the bucket. Big score for the Cheesemakers there to keep them within 4.
First 2 points for Reed Smith. Rocha actually passed the ball off the back of a Stayton player.
13-9. Whalen out on top. Whalen goes to the free throw line, but really hasn't looked to move inside a whole lot. He's a big body. Brown, left corner, and Rocha gets a hand on the ball.
There you go. Those lefties, for whatever reason, have an eye for the ball. They get their hands out there, they knock it away, and end up with it about a third of the time.
Yeah, quick hands. Grant Rocha, the junior. Ball in backcourt. Proctor will bring it down. They move right to left across the Big Eagle on the floor here at Stayton High School. Whalen, left side to Brown. Brown, elbow left, goes inside to Whalen, going to make the move, drop step, left-handed jump hook, he missed it. Schreiber down with a nice rebound, outlet Rocha. Rocha going to push in the middle of the floor and now set it up. They look right, there's Schreiber for 3, left it short again. Schreiber's been short on most everything he's put up. Cross-court pass almost stolen. And the officials aren't sure which way it's going to go. They're going to give it to Stayton only because
We're in
Klon tended to walk away from it. I think Klon helped him make that call.
He may have. He may have made the call.
The official was looking because he wasn't sure, and everybody acted like it was Stayton's ball. Unlike Cooley last night that tried to steal one.
Yeah, and that didn't work either.
No, it didn't work. Brown, left side with the ball, cross court to the right wing, Proctor. We know Proctor can shoot from the outside, but he can drive too, and he does. Down the lane, misses the shot though. Driver down with the ball. Tillamook's had the door left open, but they've had trouble scoring on the other end. Whistle, foul on the block. Apparently before the shot, he waved it off. That'll only be the second team foul on Stayton, 2 against Tillamook as well.
I'll tell you what, Proctor must be a fairly quick athlete because we know Tim McClon is, and he left him standing still.
Timber's exceptionally quick. As Stayton will play defense, Cheesemakers will try to bring it in. Oh, they had Schreiber underneath, missed it. Now he got the ball. Left side, hands off Rocha from 18. Gets low, no good, rebound to Whalen. Cheesemakers really have not shot the ball well here in the first half. 5.5 left to play in the first half. Proctor on top. One on him, cross court, picked off Rocha. Rocha going to drive all the way down the lane, lays it up, missed it. Schreiber falls for 2. Nice ball.
That's why you hustle down the floor.
That's exactly why, as that ball came off, Schreiber hanging with his head up by the rim, scooped it off the glass and laid it back in. 13-11, Cheesemakers trailed by 2. Pass inside, tipped away, picked off Smith. Tillamook with a lead. Rocha again. Rocha feeds Klon. Right wing. 4-3 in the lead. Klon drains it away. Tillamook again. Nice little run by the Cheesemakers who've been set up because of the defense. Tillamook's gotten the ball on some turnovers all of a sudden. Proctor, we'll see if he tries to take the game over again. Looks right, goes left, Whalen. Cheesemakers don't extend on him. They'll back off and wait as Johnson moves it around. Alex with the ball. Out on top, waits and holds. Right side, Proctor, long 3. Good. Deep, and it's a timeout. State 16-14, State lead. We're going to take a 1-minute break. With 4:29 left in the first half, we'll be back after this.
Proctor's first 3.
Yeah, you can shoot it though.
That's actually the first one they've made. Schreiber hit a three? He missed one, didn't he? Missed it.
What's that?
Schreiber missed his three.
Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. Tillamook trails 16-14 to Stayton as the Cheesemakers had given up a 7-0 run. They then returned the favor with a 7-0 run of their own, but then the three by Proctor from, I think he was standing on the bench over there by Tillamook when he rolled that one down, and he made it look easy.
Well, if Greg Werner would have been playing better defense, he could have probably stopped that shot.
He could have checked it from behind. He was that close to him. Tillamook will have the ball, and they'll move left to right across the radio dial with 4:24 left to play in the first half. Schreiber with the ball, spin move, elbow right, jumper on the way. Good. Oh, that was a quick, nice move by Jordan Schreiber. And he ties the game. First tie of the game. There's been 4 lead changes.
And 6 points for Schreiber.
Slow start, but starting to pick it up, including starting it with a good dunk. That always made me play better. Baseline pass, threw it away as Reese Hack had the ball, actually had a cutter inside in Greg Scott, but Hack or Scott zigged when they should have zagged. I'm not sure which was which. Tillamook gets it back on the turnover.
4th turnover for Stayton. Tillamook sitting with 6.
Roach on top, near side to Klon. Timber goes out on top to Schreiber again. Schreiber with Proctor on him, left side. As Roach tries to drive, now backs it out. Cheesemakers set up the offense again. A lot of screens and moves. Whistle. Foul in the hold. It's going to be on Reese Hack.
I'll tell you what, if you're watching this at home, you want to see classic good man-to-man defense.
Yeah.
When the ball's on one side of the floor, you'll see all the Stayton kids on that side of the floor. And then they close out when the ball's reversed.
Cut off the passing lanes very well. A very fundamental team. Really fundamentally solid. And that's why they're the 7th ranked team in the state. Boy, this is a darn good ball game. Left side, Klon, pump fake, now he's going to drive to the baseline all the way in, off the glass for 2. Timber Klon always drives well with that left hand. He did again there and has 2 more.
An 8 for Timber.
18-16, Cheesemakers with the 2-point lead. Left side, long skip pass far side. Proctor in the corner to Brown, 4-3, left it short. Rebound Klon on the run going the other way. It's one-on-one with Proctor. Running jumper, 15. No good. Schreiber with a follow, got it in deep, put it up. He missed it. Rebound tipped up, but Proctor comes down with it. Oh, it's tied up, didn't get the call. And Proctor controls the ball. Bounce pass long, lost on the floor, but picked up again by Hack. Hack waits, cross court. On top, they'll set it up. 2:43 left to play first half. 18-16, long 3, Proctor, no good, but the rebound comes out to Hack, but he lost it. Goes to begin, left side to Klon. Klon to begin, to Klon, 18-footer, left wing, no good. Schreiber follows, 2! Schreiber cleaned it up the garbage in the middle. The Cheesemakers lead by 4, their largest lead of the game.
That's the best position he's getting the ball. 2 rebounds, putting them back. We're not getting them the ball very well on the block or at the high post.
No, not at all, and a lot of that has to do with the defense of the Eagles. On top with the ball, Johnson. Johnson reverses left side to Hack, now back to Proctor. Cheesemakers have adjusted and kept a hand on Proctor as he goes to the wing after hitting that long 3. You got to extend your defense about a step further than you expect for a normal person to play. Proctor, a 4-year starter here in state. Brown going to drive inside, lost the ball, tipped away. Roaches on the ground court. Whistle, foul, I think is going to be Hack over the back. And then Hack gets up and has some words with Rocha. I'm not sure who was talking there. Hack certainly was.
And he certainly doesn't have anything to complain about with the foul.
No, he was laid on top of Roche. He picks up the foul, and now he picks up a little time on the bench as he has 2 personal fouls, and he's not necessarily that happy about it.
And the 5th turnover for Stayton.
Cheesemakers get the ball back with a 4-point lead. Minute 48 left to play in the first half. Roach near side to Klon. Klon hand in his face defensively by Johnson. Picks up his dribble into the corner, give him a go. Klon down the lane to the hole with a right hand. Lays it in. Haven't seen that very many times this year as Klon takes it hard to the hole with a right hand for 2. It's 22-16 Cheesemakers.
10 points for Klon, nice assist.
1:20 left to play in the first half. Good second quarter by the Cheesemakers. Struggled in the first. Brown with the ball on top as they put Proctor at the free throw line now. Trying to get Johnson to come across the high screen and hand left to Proctor. Proctor with Roach on him. He's done a nice job. Down the lane is Brown. Dishes the baseline, tipped away, but Proctor comes up with it. Proctor going to step in. Got to keep a hand. Goes right side to Johnson again. Johnson going to go cross court to Brown. There's Proctor on top. Good close by Quan. To the free throw line. Baseline pass. Tipped away. Stolen. And travel.
Hey,
Trevor would have been okay if he'd gotten rid of the ball when he thought about it.
Right, you can't fault him for getting on the ground though.
No.
That was a great hustle.
He held on to it about a count and a half longer than he should have.
And I'll tell you what, referees recognize that, and you're going to get that call more times than not.
Sure. Nice job by the Cheesemakers shutting off Proctor on the inside, and Stayton's having a little question as to who to go to. With the ball, pass out on top, tipped by Quan, but it goes out of bounds.
I'd like to keep that stat.
If you were a good stat keeper, you'd have that stat. How many hands does he get? How many balls does he get his hand on defensively?
I'm guessing 6 between the two right now.
Yeah, 22-16, 41 seconds left in the first half. Tillamook with the lead. First side, oh, that was a travel. Hand off right wing, Brown for 3, no, for 2, no good. Quan down with the rebound. Pushes to Schreiber, travels with the ball, now he lost the ball at the other end.
7th turnover.
Got a little bit out of control. Tillamook should have pulled for the final shot. Couldn't get it stopped in time. And now Stayton will try the final shot as they come across midcourt and wait there with 15.
Got 1-4 high, well, no.
Proctor finally picks up his dribble. They're going to set him up for something on the far side with 4 seconds. There's Proctor out by midcourt. Stepping a drive, long three. It's no good, and that's the end of the first half of play. Entertaining first half of basketball. Not a huge amount of points scored, but some good defense played. It's 22-16. Tillamook with the lead at half. We'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. 22-16, Cheesemakers with the lead. They trailed 11-7 at the end of the first period. They're actually down 13-7 in early part of the second period, and then Tillamook went on a 15-3 run. Really dominated on the boards, had several follows on the offensive end of the floor, and the Cheesemakers improved their shooting percentage in the second half, or in the second period, which Jerry will work on here shortly. As Tillamook, nice little comeback there, and they hold a 6-point lead at halftime over the Stayton Eagles. Randy Shield along with Jerry Dorland, your broadcast crew over FM 95.9 KTIL in Tillamook, and also on OregonLive.com. You go to high school basketball, down to the 4A forum, and you'll find a link to the Stayton basketball tournament there. Cheesemakers 22, Stayton 16. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with the halftime stats after this. You'll have them ready.
Better than yesterday.
Huh?
Better than yesterday.
Yeah. After he does the stats and I take a break, you want to talk? Okay.
About Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. Got, I want to ask hard questions, and it'll all be Tillamook related. So.
It's not going to be math related either.
No.
You didn't shoot a free throw?
No. Yeah, that's different. Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. It's 22-16, Tillamook with the lead at halftime. Jerry, what about the first half stats?
Well, I'm going to start with Stayton. I think that's kind of key. The second quarter, they didn't get very many shots off. They were 0 for 6 from 2-point land, and then hit that one big three-pointer. And as far as I can tell, that's the only stats I can come with.
Wait a minute. As far as you can tell,
well,
you're the guy doing the stats.
Here's the deal. You had me do stats in color, and I'm colorblind, and so I can't differentiate between the two, but I do the best I can.
Okay. I get what I pay for.
But yeah, there you go. But they're shooting 35% from the field, which certainly has helped Tillamook.
Yeah.
A lot of those three-pointers, we talked about them shooting three-pointers or lay-ins. They've shot a lot of three-pointers, only made one.
Wow.
Okay, so.
And that's a good job by the Tillamook defense as well. They certainly extended and knew where Proctor was after he drained that long three.
And a good stat guy would tell you that they actually shot 7 three-pointers, not a lot, but so they won for 7 from the three-point line, 35% from the field totally, and they're 5 for 7 from the free throw line, 71% there. Cheesemakers, on the other hand, shot a lot better, 50%, 8 for 16 from the field, or from 2-point, from regular field goals, 3 for 5 from 3-point land, 57% total. The good news is they didn't miss a free throw. Unfortunately, they didn't get to shoot a free throw. So we talked about free throw shooting all year long.
It's been a struggle all year long.
Well, I guess one way not to miss any is not to shoot any.
Yeah, there you go.
Schreiber's sitting with 8 points, it looks like. 8 points here. Smith with 2, Tim Berklon with 10, and Trevor Cooley with 2. On the other hand, Proctor's leading the Eagles with 10 points. Brown's got 4. From, I guess, 2 of those really close inside. The other one of those long three-pointers. And Greg Scott's got 2. And that rounds up the stats. I guess turnovers are also a big part of this game, since we started off in the first quarter with a good handful of turnovers, 5 of them, and then ended up with 2 more in the second quarter, so 7 turnovers total, and then 5 turnovers for the State Eagles. So they are winning that battle.
So the Cheesemakers lead 22-16. Jerry, I'm going to grab your headset and hand it over here to Aaron Mills, head coach of the LeGrand Tigers. Aaron, also, we count him as one of ours, since he spent how many years at Neoconi?
2 years.
2 years at Neoconi. Felt like 4 or 5, didn't it?
Yeah, it was probably the people I had to work with.
Yeah, it was good time. I actually hired Aaron as a teacher and a coach up there. He's gone on to LeGrand, second in the state last year. Aaron, you got to play Tillamook last night. First time you've seen them this year. You moved into the loser side of the bracket last year in the state tournament. How do you compare this year's Cheesemakers team with last year's Cheesemaker team, and what kind of problems do they cause teams this year?
Well, this year, I mean, there's definitely the 2 kids that you got to guard some way, somehow, are Klon and Schreiber. And we couldn't guard either one of those kids last night. Schreiber was laying on us, getting offensive rebound putbacks, kind of like this game. And, Klon, he's really good off the bounce, and he can hit threes, and he's athletic. And so I think the difference being those 2 kids really stand out, whereas last year's team was maybe a little more balanced as far as which one's better. I think it's about the push. They're both some really quality basketball teams.
Well, and as you look at yourself, you put good teams together year after year. It becomes just the expectation, and Greg has picked up where Alex left off and where Bob had it before that. The tradition of a basketball program certainly goes a long way in a town, doesn't it?
It sure does, and I think the kids understand how to win. I think they understand, what it takes to win, and I think about Tillamook as far as being one of those blue-collar towns where kids know how to work, and so, it's obvious that those kids were legit in the off-season, in the weight room, and it transfers over into during the season into wins. And, they put the time in, and now they're reaping the rewards for it.
As you saw Tillamook last night and for a half tonight, how do you see them competing at the state level? Do you feel like they're one of the top 7 or 8 teams in the state and have a shot at being in the state tournament this year?
I definitely. I knew that before we even played them yesterday. I knew that they had some quality kids coming back. I knew that Greg was going to do a good job getting them ready to play. That matchup, it just caused people problems. I mean, if you're not playing against it, you're going to take a bunch of bad jump shots. And you know, it would really surprise me if they weren't in the running. There's a lot of really good teams
Well, and Aaron, we won't be surprised at all to see you there as one of the final 8. It seems to be just where you end your season. And so we wish you the best of luck throughout the course of this year as well. Aaron Mills, head coach of the LeGrand Tigers here as Tillamook leads 22-16 at halftime over the Stayton Eagles. We're going to take our final break. We'll be back in just 1 minute. Welcome back to Mooks Basketball. It's halftime, 22-16. Both teams have come out. We'll get ready for the start of the second half. What's going to be the key here, Jerry?
I think it's going to be maintaining that pressure on the outside. I think obviously we've been pretty fortunate. Proctor's 1 for 5, 1 for 6 from the three-point line. I think obviously he thinks he's going to find a stroke, and we've got to make sure that he doesn't.
Well, the key is making that stroke be over the top of somebody or a long ways out. And he can do both those. He elevates very well. And the Cheesemakers will open up the second half of the ball as they'll move right to left across your radio dial with their regular starting lineup: Cooley, Smith, Schreiber, Klon, and begin. Cooley will move the ball against that consistent man-to-man defense. Klon on the right side, looking cutter, goes baseline on top. They reverse left to right. Back out on top, they'll hold again. To Klon in the corner. He'll look to drive all the way down the lane, and he's going to get the foul. Got bailed out on the foul as Johnson's going to pick it up. Wyatt Johnson. Not many fouls called. Nobody in foul trouble tonight, although sitting on the bench over there is Reese Ack, 2. I don't think he's sitting on the bench because of foul trouble, though. Pass inside to Smith. Smith kicks it back out. Cooley, 18-footer on the way. Left is short. Long rebound. Cooley comes up with it. Hands to Klon. Klon now going to drive. Stops and pops from the elbow. Left side, no good. Schreiber down the lane. Oh, over the back. Cheesemaker fans aren't going to like that one, as he was side by side with Proctor. And that might have been earned the halftime talk from the head coach of the Stayton Eagles, Tall Wolf.
Tell me, was Klon blocked or was he fouled? Because he wasn't even close on that shot.
No, and I'm not sure. 22-16, 7.5 left to play. Third period just underway here in the second half. Cheesemakers work defensively. We'll see what the Stayton does different offensively. Brown, Monte, flying by his Klon baseline inside Johnson. Force up a shot, no good. Over Smith, nice job. Defense by Smith. Hands off his hands, they'll set the offense. Again, pats himself on the head, calls the play. He'll go sideline right in the corner. Cooley. Klon is waiting in the weeds left side. Gets the long skip pass, but dropped the ball, so he couldn't get the shot off. Proctor pounding Schreiber all over the floor. The two number 21 squared up against each other. Schreiber having a hard time getting a hold of the ball. Klon, left side three is good. Klon, he wanted that shot earlier. He couldn't get it in the air. They finally found him again. He drains it, and it's a 9-point lead, largest in the game for the Cheesemakers.
And Temper Klon's 13th point of the game.
With the ball on top, Johnson. Nice defense by Klon. Pass to the far side, waits and holds. Force it inside to Brown, backdoor cutter. Brown going to shoot from 7, he missed it. Schreiber, another rebound. Outlet, sideline right to Cooley. Cooley, crossover dribble up by midcourt, lost it, picked it up again. All over him, waiting, holding, knocks it away, got it back again. Again, pump fake inside, needs some help, goes to Smith. Bail out, he's going to lob it inside. Alley-oop, he missed it. Schreiber got it back again, missed it again. Rebound comes down to begin. Schreiber, 2 easy looks inside, couldn't get it to go down. With the ball, Cooley, left side, Klon, now he's going to drive, pushes off, stops, looks, can't get the shot up. Crossover goes to Schreiber, elbow left, 15, good! Schreiber is just too close on these first.
I guess so, he was right at the rim and stepped back out to 10 feet.
Nothing
able
but
to hit
net. 27-16, again the largest lead of the game. Tillamook trying to earn their way into the championship game tomorrow night here in the Stayton tournament. Proctor, bounce pass to the free throw line. Waits and holds there, Johnson. Back to Proctor, getting double teamed. And now Klon going to extend out on him as Begin backs down. Waiting, holding, pass inside, double team. Oh, it's blocked all over the place. Going to be a jump ball. One official had the foul called, the other had the jump ball called, and the one with the jump ball said absolutely not.
The official, what they called the foul, had, I mean, everybody's back was to him,
Yep.
so there's no way he could see it.
No, it was the right thing because he was the one, the official that ruled or overruled, said absolutely that was all ball.
Greg's still wondering what the call is.
Culminating possession goes to Stayton. Into the ball game for the first time comes Nick Abdu. Pass inside left side. In the corner is Brown, moves in, now backs out. Good defense there by Cooley. Tightens it up as he picked up his dribble. Hands to Whalen at the free throw line. Whalen just backs it out. Down the lane, Proctor cut off there by Klon. Lost the ball and then stolen by Klon. Klon, nice steal and then dribble out of backcourt to Schreiber. Schreiber, pump fake into the corner, Cooley. Long skip pass Begin. Cutter inside, nobody open. So set it up and call the play. Change to the point guard with Klon. Klon goes to his right this time, looks, cutter down the lane. Schreiber, and he's fouled by Whalen. Whalen cannot guard Schreiber.
He cannot, and the best thing he can do is keep the ball away from him, whether he does it with a foul, whether he does it with good defense. He made the right choice right there.
Tells you how good an athlete Proctor is, though, because he's given up about 5 inches on Schreiber and has done a really nice job on him. Traveled Cooley far side. He's moving out, took a pass, and kind of stumbled 1 foot over the other.
8th turnover for the Cheesemakers.
27-16. Tillamook with a lead here in the second half. 4:40 left to play in the third period.
Tell you what, the ball's going back and forth down the floor and not a whole lot of shots happening.
WF West waiting out of Centralia, I believe.
Chehalis.
One of those. And Proctor hits it down the lane on the left side and is fouled.
12 in
And
the game
it'll
for
be
Proctor.
On Timber Klon. So he'll go to the free throw line, try to complete another 3-point play. Cheesemakers didn't stop the penetration high enough. He got it about 12 feet out on the left side and banked it off the glass and the foul. The free throw is good. So Proctor finally answers. And it's an 8-point game. 27-19, Cheesemakers. Nice to have a bucket this quick down the floor. Cross court.
15 for Proctor, timeout Cheesemakers.
The Stayton fans finally have a little something to cheer about. 27-21, Cheesemakers, 4:08 left to play in the third. We'll be back in 1 minute.
30-second timeout.
Yeah. Welcome back to Mooks Basketball. Baseline Klon going to go all the way underneath, under the backboard, comes out, lays it up and in. Nice drive by Timber Klon from the right wing. And it's 29-21. Cheesemakers by 8. That was a big bucket for Tillamook after Proctor scored 5 in a row.
15 points in the game for Klon on that basket.
Proctor drives and cut off. Down the basket right wing to Brown. They try to go back to Proctor. Cheesemakers in the matchup zone, but Stayton has changed their offense. They move Proctor left side, looks, double team inside, kicks it back out to Brown. Brown waits, goes to the baseline, has a man open behind him, won't go there. Off to Johnson again. Waiting to Brown on the right side. Cross court pass, Rocha, tipped it away. Off to Schreiber. Schreiber down the lane, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's the 7th turnover for Stayton. We were kind of leading the charge there. We had 3 in this half already, and Stayton finally helped us out a little bit by giving us a ball.
Schreiber had the breakaway. Proctor did a nice job getting back, commits his first personal foul. Free throw on the way. Is no good. First free throw of the night. You shot 70% last night from the line, but I would say that's the best night they've had this year.
I would say so, and
it is about 0% good now. Rebound finally tipped out of bounds off Tillamook. It'll be Stayton ball as Schreiber missed both free throws. And Tillamook's lead is still 8. 29-21, low-scoring game here. We're at Stayton High School.
And I'm certain that attests to the defense we're seeing on both sides of the floor.
Proctor, top of the key, steps in, now backs out. Give and go. No, can't find him back, so they go to Scott. Scott reverses around the top of the key to Proctor, sets it up again. Left wing, down the lane, whistle body, and that'll be the 3rd team foul against Cheesemakers. With 2:50 left in the 3rd. Been a pretty well-played, clean ball game, too.
Sure.
These 2 good basketball teams. Easily 2 teams that, if everything goes well, they have the talent to end up in Corvallis.
Absolutely. I think that's the type of basketball you want to see in Corvallis.
Sideline right with the ball, driving in, now backing out. Good defense by the Cheesemakers as they go to Proctor on the left wing. Free throw extended, Rocha on him. Proctor direct in traffic. 4-year starter as a guard here. Proctor, that's 6 foot and a senior. Pass inside. Free throw, turnaround jumper on the way. He missed this one. Rocha, no, come on, down to the rebound. Good. Sideline left. Crossover dribble, goes between his legs, out to Klon. Cheesemakers set up the offense. To Schreiber on top. Left against Proctor. Elbow left jumper. Good. Oh, sweet shot. Nice. That's tough to stop when you're 6'3" and moves.
And Scott's 4th point of the game.
31-23. Cheesemakers by 8. Rocha. High to Schreiber. Schreiber, hands on defense there. High screen, lobs it down low, hanging on to him the whole way is Greg Scott, which is a good idea, except he got caught.
You wonder about the type of tournament this is. I see the principal from Scott Bruce over here. I've seen the head boys basketball coach from Newport. I've seen several other familiar faces. You know this is a place to be for basketball this week.
Some of the best of the 4A right here. Tillamook inbound underneath. Goes to Smith. Back to Klon. Right wing 3. Left this one way short. Rebound comes down to Stayton. Stayton's going to push left side. Get the ball game for the first time this time.
On that move.
It will be Cheesemakers ball on the alternating possession.
Wow.
Cheesemaker fans giving a little lip service on that one. May not win the sportsmanship award. Minute 34 left to play in the 3rd period. 31-23. Cheesemakers by 8. Schreiber with the ball. He'll bring it down against Proctor. Throws between his legs. Crossover. Elbow left. Hands off to Rocha. Rocha on the high screen left to Schreiber. Schreiber baseline. Turns from 6. Cut again. Over the top of Proctor. 4-2. And Tillamook leads by 3 again.
I'll tell you what, from 6 to 10 feet, Schreiber's been deadly tonight.
Proctor on top. Right side had it tipped away.
Wow.
Oh, over and back. I don't know about that.
I don't think that should have been the over and back call, as Roach was the one that tipped it to the back court.
Yeah, and Proctor never really had control of it after that in the forecourt. But Tillamook gets a break and they'll take it. With the ball, right wing, Smith gonna lob it down low. Schreiber got it in too deep, kicks it off to begin to Smith. Free throw line jumper, Smith, no good. Schreiber can't get it, but Smith gets his own rebound. Tillamook controls again. Into Schreiber on the baseline. Step through, whistle, and the hook and the foul is going to be on Proctor, I believe.
I'll tell you that, Smith, he made a couple strange moves right there. First of all, unwarranted lob into Schreiber, and then that shot that you hadn't seen him take in 2 days.
Right wing, Schreiber on the inbound. In hands-on defense, corner right, Klon misses a three-pointer, the second one badly, goes down to dig it out. The alternating possession this time will go to Stayton. Klon missed his second shot in a row, badly off as he hits the side of the glass there. And Stayton has changed up defensively and put Reese Hack on Schreiber. And that was a very aggressive defense by Hack. With 36 seconds left in the third period. 33-23, Cheesemakers. Proctor on top, back to the right wing. In the corner, three. Gonna miss that one right side, but Hack with the rebound. His own man fouled him. Rebound tipped out, Rocha chased it down. Hands to Schreiber. Tillamook should look for the final shot with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Once again. Moves to the top of the key, they call the play. Left side to Rocha with 8 seconds left. Rocha gonna drive, kicks out, Smith, set shot, baseline, good from 18 feet out. Right to the Smith. Cheesemakers lead by 12 at the end of 3, 35-23. After 3, we'll be back in 1 minute.
Getting played earlier for the championship of the boys bracket. The loser of this game will play Sweet Home at 4:30 for third place. LaSalle defeated Central 58 to 60. LaSalle will play Hidden Valley at 1:30. Hidden Valley defeated the Brandon for 39-27. The Brandon Central will play at
35-23. They went on an 8-2 run to finish that third period of play, including Reed Smith.
Yeah.
Out of the corner, standing just inside the three-point line.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, one difference in the game right now, you're not seeing as many three-pointers by Stayton, but they're still not shooting any better. Still at 33% in that quarter right there.
Wow. Cheesemakers, 1 quarter away of good basketball, and they can play for the championship in a very good tournament here. Smith, left side, and they lose the ball. He tries to dig it out. He does. The alternating possession on a jump ball will go to Stayton. So Tillamook, first step down in the fourth quarter, turned the ball over. And it is turnover number 10. Double digits says 9 for State. Proctor will bring the ball down. Left to right they move. Wade's going to get a high screen. Proctor, right side, going to drive against Smith all the way to the baseline, kicks it up in the corner to Brown. Brown going to move inside, back to Proctor. Great help by Begin, comes down, steals the ball, and then Proctor gets a foul on the reach. That exactly what we talked about last night. You make a mistake, turn it over, don't start reaching.
Yeah, take about 10 steps down the floor, turn around in the key, and go back to playing good defense. Shake that one off.
And Proctor didn't have a foul in the first half, just picked up his third. He won't sit down until they say he has to. He's the heart and soul of this group. Right wing, Klon with the ball. Inside to Smith. Hasn't batted away, but gets it back. Yeah. Left side, turned it over, and went out of bounds That's a late. The official, although it was a little bit slow, was right. And the Cheesemakers get it back on the near sideline.
So you count them together, that's 11 turnovers apiece now for both teams. It kind of evened up that score.
Stayton doesn't have a real wide sideline here. It's, you know, 8 inches to a foot. Not like Tillamook, who has about 3 feet on it. Timeout going to be called on the floor. 7:23 left in the ball game. 35-23 Tillamook. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back after this.
It's also got a double line. So
yeah,
which one is out of bounds?
Yeah, it's the black one.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. Randy Shield and Jerry Dorland with you here over FM 95.9 KTIL in Tillamook. The 8th ranked Tillamook Cheesemakers and the 7th ranked Stayton Eagles here in a good one. Tillamook leading 35-23. Not a high scoring affair by any means. In fact, I think the lowest scoring game of the year for the Cheesemakers at least.
Well, you're seeing good basketball here. I'm telling you, it's not a lack of being good basketball. It's good defense, and you're seeing some offense being run. It's good basketball to watch.
Diggs again with the ball on the right wing off a high screen, almost picked off by Proctor, but Quan gets it. He's going to go down the lane. Needs some help there, trying to go back one side. Goes to Schreiber. Schreiber down the lane. Scoop to the hoop. Didn't get the call. Oh, Craig on his feet saying, what in the world are you thinking there? Sideline left, Proctor comes down with the ball. Hands off, kicks back. Waiting, left side, Proctor. There's a long three.
That's what you have to watch out for the rest of this quarter, because you know they're going to go for broke.
35-26. They stepped it up defensively. They force the travel against Rocha. The Cheesemakers need somebody to settle things down. Need to stop defensively. 6:45 left to play in the game.
18 points in the game for Proctor, and the 12th turnover for the Cheesemakers.
It's one of those games of playing from behind at home certainly helps. Greg Scott with a foul with Schreiber. That'll be Schreiber's 3rd personal foul, and all of a sudden, they take a 6-point lead. 28 as Scott gets a free throw.
Scott looking for his 7th point of the game here. This is a time. This is time. This is clinch time.
Yeah.
You're going to settle down. How are you going to do it?
Free throw on the way. Is good. 35-29. 6 quick points scored by Stayton here in the final period. Again, goes out and takes the ball. Sideline left behind his back. Out on top to Reed. Reed Smith with the ball to Rocha. Rocha goes off to Schreiber. He's the guy they want to look for. Down the lane. Oh, gets back. No foul. And the ball comes loose and goes out to Stayton. Pretty good defense by Proctor on the side, and then got some help from behind. Ball popped up. No whistle blew.
The officials aren't going to change the way they're calling this game in the 4th quarter.
Proctor sideline left with the ball. Baseline inside. Scott good foul. That'll be the 15. That'll be a shooter. Scott was going to get an easy look on the inside.
I tell you, I see a little bit different intensity over the side.
A lot of different intensity. And again, that's something you can do, especially at home. You start getting the crowd back into the ball game, which Tillamook had them out of the ball game much of the day. Pass inside, picked up. Schreiber, he's going to run the other way down the lane, scoop to the hole, laid it up and in. Might have blocked that needed that bucket, and they got it. Jordan Schreiber, 37-29.
17 points in the game for Schreiber.
Proctor, good defense by Quan. Steps inside, has it tipped away, he'll dribble again. He'll back on out. Going to get a high screen. Now he's going to drive down the lane. Step through, has it tipped away, goes to the left. Scott on the drive, no. On the
for his first basket of the game. Hey, there's several things you can do here. You can slow down, run some offense, make them play some defense. You can call a timeout. You can get someone to step up and really make a difference.
Instead, they're trying to backdoor between two people, and the game turns it over.
Fourth key turnover of the game.
Stayton down the lane, right side, Hack for three. It's no good. Big miss here by Tillamook. Hack pushes the game down. On their feet. And Hack, who just gave McGinn a big shove from behind. And the Cheesemaker down and they call timeout. Tillamook fans are on their feet. The officials saying, man, can't you see that? He just shoved him with two hands from behind.
And that's a great timeout by Greg. Perfect time. I mean, you gotta get things under control right here.
It's probably a good timeout for everybody right here.
Yeah, we probably need to get the crowd under control. Maybe the radio guy. I don't know.
Yeah. 37-21. Some of the crowd's walking down close to the sidelines to make sure the officials can hear.
Yeah, it's not, the gym's not that big. I think they can probably hear.
No, and it's not completely packed.
No.
And so 4:48 left to play in the game. 37-31 as the Cheesemakers lead by 6, but they were up. They've led by as many as 11 in the ball game, and certainly the difference in this right now has been Stayton stepped it up defensively, playing with a whole different level of energy.
And Tillamook's turned the ball over 3 times. At this pace, you're looking at 7 turnovers in the quarter. You're not going to win a basketball game doing that. So.
No. Yeah, in Tillamook, there's been question as to whether they can finish. They gave away a game in Newport, but they certainly outplayed Newport most of the game in.
And you can certainly look to the Roosevelt game as a home game where you might want to have a
have the ball offensively. Stayton crowd making some noise on the far side. This is what it should be in the semifinals of the best glory this year.
This is what basketball should sound like right here.
Reed Smith to bring it in on the near side. Tillamook has only gone 6 deep tonight on their bench. Begin, goes sideline right, in the corner, Klon. Pump fake, he's going to drive. Down the lane, triple team. Whistle, foul. There's going to be on State, and it'll be a shooter down. As I think it's going to be on Scott. We'll see when they register him there. As Tillamook is in the bonus. No, it's going to be on Whalen, big kid in the middle. So Timber Klon will go to the line to shoot 1-on-1 as Tillamook 0 for 2 from the line so far tonight.
We talk about the importance of free throws. This is where it's going to count.
Nothing but net that time by Klon.
16 in the game for Klon.
Boy, he's been big tonight for the Cheesemakers.
And you just don't see 16 points in this game when you think back about it.
No. There's only 39 points on the board. 17 now looks pretty darn good. 2 free throws by Klon. 39-31. Cheesemakers 4:35 left to play in the game. Proctor on top. It's going to be a moving screen on Greg Scott.
That's a tough call for an official to make.
And Stayton didn't argue about it a whole lot. I didn't see a whole lot of contact. That might have been one that Greg Warner had mentioned. Cheesemakers with the ball. See if Tillamook can get back-to-back buckets and kind of squell this surge that the Eagles have made. Wrap-around pass. Schreiber a little bit behind him, but picks it up, goes to Begin. Begin, cutter, off to Schreiber. Pump fake for 3, goes baseline. Smith inside, whistle, foul. He'll shoot 2. Brown got a piece of him. I hope he got a piece of him because he actually hit the side of the glass from the box on the low right.
So if you're watching at home, you're watching Tillamook run a flex offense, which you'll see a lot of baseline cuts, some good solid screens, and then a down screen so that you can get the ball free and back up on top so you can run it all over again.
So to the line goes Reed Smith. I don't know if he's been to the line more than a time or 2 this year. And he was obviously shooting. He was on the block left side, went up in the air. And there's 2. Stayton's going to argue that. Go back and watch the video. I think you'll find he was shooting. Now, it may have been a little bit awkward, but it was a shot. Well, didn't matter. He missed it. 39-31.
Stayton fans are thinking the ball doesn't lie.
No, that's true. Second free throw on the way. He missed them both. 2 out of 6 from the line tonight. Stayton, Proctor going to bring the ball down against Klon. Timber Klon going to get a screen on top. Walking into it, now backing away. Proctor got to keep a hand on him. There's Roach and Klon. Proctor hasn't passed yet, now backs out, changes play. Hands off to Whalen on the far side. Gets a near side screen. Proctor, long three this time. But it's a three nonetheless. A bank shot from about 3 steps outside the three-point line. Stayton asked for timeout. 39-34 Tillamook with 3:43 left to play in the game. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Wow, he was way out.
Way. So far off it went in.
Yeah, holy smokes. He has a pretty stroke, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Holy. How many points have they scored this quarter?
11.
Missing a basket somewhere.
Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. Tillamook leads 39-34 with 3:43 left to play. Tillamook did everything right defensively there. They did a shot. And I don't know, 3 steps outside the three-point line, that was a long ways away. And it was so far off it went in.
You know, that's what happens when you shoot the ball a lot, though. You adjust in the air. You don't even know what you're doing sometimes, and it happens. And with a shot as pretty as his, he's going to get the bounce, he's going to get the roll.
That's Proctor half point class.
He's sitting at 21 right now.
Leading the way, Stayton making some noise on the far side, back within 5. Cheesemakers have been outscored 11-4 here in the final period of play.
Proctor having all but 13 of their points.
3:40 left. Wow. Begin, hand off to Klon. Klon going to go down the lane, jumps it from the elbow left. Missed it badly. Schreiber with the rebound. He missed the forward. Can't get the rebound. Whalen can't hold it. Goes out of bounds. Tillamook gets it back. Oh, how did Schreiber miss that one at the rim?
You know what? He needs to back up.
Yeah.
How many has he missed there tonight? The only one he's made is he had to flush.
Yeah. 9-point game. Tillamook underneath their own basket. Looking, waiting. And they called timeout. Couldn't get it back in. Screaming about the fact they're holding them on the inside.
Yeah, that man-to-man defense all over the court. They've been doing it. They've been playing tough defense the whole game. Officials aren't going to change the way they're calling.
Well, and I'll say the way this game's been called is very similar to what you see at Corvallis.
It's exactly what you're going to see at Corvallis.
They do not call the ticky-tack stuff, and they let you play with the hands-on, and they really let you get physical on the inside. You better be able to adjust or you're going home.
Yeah, and you know what? The good teams are going to adjust.
Yeah, and they do. And the good teams are physical.
Absolutely, you have to be. You have to be big. And you have to be strong. I guess that's the nature of athletics all the way around.
Bigger, faster, stronger. 39-34 with a 5-point lead. But just trying to hang on right now. It's like that handful of sand.
You want control. You want to be under control. Control emotions. Control the ball. Control the game.
Begin will bring it in underneath their own basket. Proctor squared up against Schreiber on the far side. They'll go inbound to Smith. Smith hands off to Rocha. Rocha on corner 3. It is no good again. Ball tipped out. Stayton comes down with it. Vaughn has lost his outside shot here in the second half. Proctor on top of the ball. Gonna wait the hole. Looking for a double screen. He'll just shoot straight away. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Cheesemaker's ball. Oh, that ball went all the way down, rolled around, and came out.
Proctor all but made that shot.
He did. He ought to get at least 2 points for it, because it was a way better shot than his last 3 that went in.
And it was way out there again.
Vaughn, right to left, Across the timeline to begin. Under 3 minutes left to play. Begin, right wing, Schreiber out on top. 19 fouls. Tillamook will be in the double bonus from here on out. Again, around the screen to Smith. Smith waits, backs it out. Whalen's going to guard him, and he's not going to come clear out by midcourt. So Smith is always a safety valve. On top again, waiting.
See, the Cheesemakers trying to run that flex offense, and it's such good help side defense that they can't get.
Travel is called against Timber Quan on the right wing.
Can't get that screen set, and you can't come around it.
Didn't get the ball down in time until it turns it over in a 5-point game with 2.5 minutes left to play.
15th turnover for the Cheesemakers.
Tillamook certainly looked different offensively there, like they were only going to take inside easy shots. On top, Johnson trying to find Brown. Hands back to Whalen. Brown, free throw extended right side. Pump fake, now backs out. On the left side to Hack. Hack, cross-court pass, tipped away, picked up. Begin with the ball. 2 minutes left to play in the game.
12 turnovers for Stayton.
5-point Tillamook lead. Again, calling for some help. Left-handed dribble, hands to Schreiber. They're going to go to a delay game. They do. A little bit of a weave on top. Again, trying to get a screen down the lane. Hands back to Smith, on top to Schreiber. Cheesemakers running some time off. Will Stayton come out and foul? Schreiber off to Quan. Quan down the wing. Right wing. Smith shoots a 15-footer. No good. Rocha gets the rebound. Back it on out, and they do. That is not the shot they were playing for.
And Timber, of all people, are trying to calm people down.
Yep. Schreiber, right wing with the ball.
That's exactly what
hacks him on the arm.
It's exactly what you want to see from your seniors. Hey, calm things down. Get things slowed down.
And so Schreiber now goes to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 on the line as the double bonus comes into play. Tillamook has decided that they're going to make this game a little bit shorter.
And they're going to have to come out and play defense, and it's either going to be a foul or a steal.
They don't have timeouts up on the board, and we haven't been keeping track of them, so I'm not exactly sure how many Stayton has left. As Jordan Schreiber's free throw, in and out, no good.
5-point ball game, tight, good basketball game, and we got fans leaving.
I don't think they're Stayton or Tillamook fans this whole tournament. So, Schreiber eyes for the second free throw. It's on the way. It is good. He gets 1 out of 2. If Tillamook loses this game, it's going to be at the free throw line. 1:21 left to play. 6-point game. Proctor down the lane. Whistle. Foul in the reach. Going to be on Timber Quan.
And that was pretty clean. I'm not sure that the official got a good look, but just when you start reaching, you're going to get that call.
That's what Timber thought too. That'll be the 16th foul. Not a shooter yet.
Now keep your emotions in check here, because this is time.
That foul doesn't hurt you at all. Third personal on Timber Quan. Oh, Stayton tried to ask for the on the shot bid. Left 3-pointer out of the corner, no good. Quan with a rebound. Get it across the timeline and pull it out. You'll be at the foul line. Watch it again, and he's fouled there by Hack.
Yeah, we got to keep the ball away from them, make them come out and play defense, reach.
You have a much better chance of scoring from the free throw line.
But we should have a much better chance of scoring from the free throw line.
That's true.
we got to prove that here in this last minute 9.
That's the difference between a win here or a possibility of letting Stayton back in it. Free throw begin is good.
His first point of the game.
Wow. Begin was big last night. First point scored tonight.
Obviously, they're guarding him at the 3-point line.
And they should after that third quarter. 41-34 Tillamook by 7. 1:09 left to play. Second free throw is good. It was noisy, but it stayed. 8-point lead. Cheesemakers 1:06 left to play. Long 3 by Proctor. It's an air ball. Schreiber with a rebound. Hands off to Rocha. Oh, Rocha gets rid of the ball, but not in time as he's fouled in backcourt by Brown, and he'll shoot 2. Cheesemakers tried to get it back in the can. A lot of times when you have a guy that's made 2, you'd love to have him just go get the ball. I always liked the end of the game. Hold the ball, get fouled. That was my best chance to score.
There you go.
I knew how to shoot free throws. There's nobody in my face. And the great leaper I was, there's always somebody in my face. Free throw, bank shot is good.
I think he asked Proctor how to do that.
Yeah, Proctor doesn't even smile. 43-34 for a 10-point lead. No, but Schreiber with a rebound. Pull it out. No, it gets fouled. No ball. And then it went off Smith out of bounds.
Which was the wrong call too. I mean,
but they'll give it to Tillamook.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's okay. It all came out in the right place.
2 negatives make a positive in this case.
55 seconds left to play in the game. Tillamook now by 9. Finally feels safe. Again, after a great run by Stayton here in the final period. And Rocha gets the ball and is fouled again.
I think Stayton has found the guy they want to foul.
Well, he bank shot the last free throw and then missed the second one. That's who I'd foul too. And so Grant Rocha goes to the free throw line. 4th personal foul on Hack. Free throw, no good. 52.8 seconds left. As Stayton switching people in and out. Johnson for Johnson there. I think that was a soap somewhere. Rocha, free throw, is no good as well. Just 3 in a row from the line. Stayton down with the ball. Proctor going to drive inside. Steps through, throws up. Oh, you're kidding me. Going to bail him out with a foul, and he'll shoot. That was even a weak whistle.
Yeah.
That was like half a whistle.
Well, I think there's no doubt in anybody's mind who's going to be shooting the ball in the last 45 seconds here.
The foul is going to be called on Reed Smith, his 2nd personal, as Proctor goes to the line, down by 9, now 8. In the game, as Rocha will come out.
As Proctor has taken most of the shots for Stayton in this rainbow of colors that you have for the stats here.
Yeah. But they're all long lines on the free throws. He hasn't missed one until now. Driver rebound, out left again. He ought to just hold the ball because they're going to foul him. They double team, hand off right to Schreiber. Schreiber down the lane. Oh, it's Hack with the ball. Got the ball right back, missed it, got it again, laid it up. He's fouled. He just cannot get a bucket to go from in the paint.
No, he hasn't hit anything from right at the basket.
30 seconds left to play in the game. 43-35, 8-point lead. Schreiber goes to the line to shoot a pair. He's had a great game too.
He absolutely has had a great game. It's got to be from 6 to 10 feet for him to make it count. His right at the basket, the 3-point line, there's hit zones for him.
Rotating Cooley out, playing a little offense, defense substitution here. As Schreiber will shoot a pair. Jordan Schreiber, free throw on the way, is good.
19 points in the game for Schreiber.
Cheesemakers pretty much closing it out right here. Up by 9. 2nd free throw, good. Jordy hits them both, and Tillamook leads by 10. 45-35. Proctor, pump fake down the lane, changes his shot in the air, and it goes out of bounds on an air ball. Fortunately, as Schreiber went up, he ended up on top of Johnson. Tillamook fortunate not to have him come down on the ground as Johnson held him up and let him down nicely.
Maybe cringe a little bit when he's on his back.
Kept away, out of bounds. Johnson as Cooley coming to the ball. As Stayton going full court pressure right now. Whalen decides to go back, hands it again against Brown. Again, sideline right, gets it across the timeline. Going to double team, hands off to Pond, back to begin. They decide not to foul anymore with 12 seconds left.
Doesn't mean they're playing any less defense.
No, good game awareness too. 6 seconds left as Cheesemakers moving the ball around and running time off the clock, and Tillamook is going to play for the championship at the State Holiday Classic here. Over the host Eagles as Tillamook knocks off the 7th-ranked team in the state. 4-11. Cheesemakers win. 45-35. Their 6th game in a row. They moved to 6-2. State moved to 6-3 on the season. 45-35. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with Sports Extra after this. You have a safe trip home.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good seeing you guys.
Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, we'll have our hands full there.
Oh yeah. We're not gonna blow you out.
We'll see.
You might be losing.
It'll be good for us. This was good for us.
You guys just have one big.
Yeah, if they had one middle kid, to get the pressure off Rocky, they could. Yeah. If they had Schreiber, they could.
Yeah, put it.